This man might have proved the NFL is rigged.
Alright, so you see this guy right here? I don't know who that guy is.
Pay attention.
But the next play will be a false start.
Your leader.
I want you to explain that to me, Dr. Spock.
I'm afraid to. This is sort of a Twilight Zone football game.
Yeah. JtaliReacts. Home manifest. Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question. Home manifest.
Yo, what's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of JTALI bringing you the highest vibrations on the internet. Got a dope video lined up for you guys today. I have a question. Is football scripted? No, there's no way, right? There's no way. With the Super Bowl coming up, there's no way it's scripted. There's no way it's just the modern day gladiator games. Give them bread and circuses, right? And there is no way they're performing rituals off your energy when you're in the stadium. If there is, we're about to find out. Let's jump right into the first clip.
I don't care how long he works and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year.
Way more now.
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum, and he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world.
That's definitely true.
So if it's not about the Leviathan, why is the Super Bowl being played in Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California? And if it's not about the Leviathan, why did TikTok remove my video exposing using gematria, which is numbers? We all know men lie, women lie, numbers don't, because I'm showing you guys what's really playing out on the world stage. But TikTok removed my video. If it's not.
What if you really could use gematria? You know, that'd be a dope experiment. Maybe at the end of the video, we'll take gematria, we'll take the football game, the Super Bowl, and we will use gematria. We'll use the Patriots and we'll use the Seahawks. Plus we'll use Super Bowl 60. Like, we'll use gematria and see if we could figure out who's going to win. Because honestly, I haven't watched much football. I've watched like one or two games. Like, I'm a Cowboys fan and we all know how they're doing. So, but I really gave up on football when I realized it's all scripted.
Not about the Leviathan. You guys do know we're still in the year of the snake, right?
As a matter of fact, we're going to do that. Stick around to the end. We're going to use gematria to find out who will win Super Bowl 60. So all you sports fans out there, go ahead and use code word JTALI on FanDuel.com. That's JTALI, JTALI, on FanDuel.com. Get $50 in free bet. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a FanDuel sponsorship yet. But hey, FanDuel, if you're looking for one, holla at your boy.
This is the year of the wood snake, and apparently we don't get out of it until January 28th, 2026. But we already know these calendars are just throwing numbers around. We already know that the real new year starts when spring comes forward and everything starts blossoming. See, we're really in the last moments of 2025, with February being the last month, and I believe they're using the Super Bowl as a ceremonial ritual distraction point. And the crazy thing is, the Super Bowl taking place in the Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California also correlates to the Levi in Venezuela. Because check this out, when you add Leviathan or Levi together, or crude oil and drugs together, what they apparently got the president of Venezuela for, you add them together, 31 plus 15 gives you 46. Now again, we live in the upside down. You flip that 6 into a 9 and you get the 49er. And the Levi Stadium is the San Francisco 49er Stadium. How does that make sense? I be telling y'all, we're literally in a video game, and the video game is literally communicating with us through numbers. I see things from so many different perspectives. Whenever I see these commercials or these TV shows, they're speaking to me in a whole nother language esoterically, because everything is a game, literally. So what I do is I actually use numbers to communicate back, because numbers are always going to tell you the truth. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this. That's why they say there's more to it than meets the eye. But nonetheless, they've been told us to watch the water. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace and
The shift is here.
All this shit is rigged.
You did say that.
Charleston
I
White.
told y'all that, homie, they already know by the top of the season who they want to win this. If we got a tragedy and something happens, then they'll shift it. Homie, what we see on television with sports are not real. When you got a guy 5'10", 230-some pounds, he averaged 12 yards a carry. Who you think is keeping up with his yards per carry? Some powerful motherfuckers that you'll never know. They call statisticians. They make way more than the players.
Damn.
When it's 4th and 15, and all of a sudden you see a new player come in, designed for this play, they put his numbers together. And they already realized that this guy here can get those 15 yards if we give him up the ball. Homie, they got equations. They got, homie, this shit is predicted.
And that's into the first row, maybe the second. And it's caught.
There he is, young Jim Nance, just catching football. Oh, you see what they do there?
Yeah.
See how they switch that? But the reason you give the ball back, because there's chips in those footballs. Do you know that?
Damn.
The NFL wants to keep their data to themselves and give you a ball that doesn't have chips.
Computer chips inside the game balls. Don't believe me? Google it. Now, I discussed in my last video that I believe that these computer chips can be turned into an electromagnet, and thus you can have the ball be manipulated with magnets and technology and cause, let's say, a field goal that was gonna be good to bounce off the uprights instead. Now, this isn't the only way that this technology is being used. I also believe that this very same magnetic technology is being implemented into the players' gloves, especially wide receivers, making all those awesome one-handed catches that they routinely seem to make.
Damn.
The Super Bowl logo conspiracy is in full effect headed into championship weekend. As you all know, the Super Bowl logo the past 4 years has been a key factor on what two teams are playing in based off the color of the logo. In 2021, we had Bengals and Rams. 2022, we had Eagles and Chiefs. 2023, we had Chiefs and 49ers. 2024, we had Eagles and Chiefs. So when the NFL released the Super Bowl 60 logo, obviously a lot of fans were trying to figure it out. And they pretty much put every single color on the rainbow on this freaking logo to confuse everybody, all right? But the key factors were a lot of light blue and yellow and a lot of green and yellow, which everyone thought was hinting at a Packers and Chargers Super Bowl. Well, obviously that can't happen. Both are eliminated. It was right in front of our eyes the entire time of what two teams, based off the color logo, was going to make the Super Bowl. Here's the regular color logo we got. And here's the inverted color logo. What the NFL was trying to get you to do this entire time, right in front of your eyes, trying to confuse us. And what do you see a lot of here? You see a lot of orange in that top right, and in the bottom left, you see a lot of that light green, which pretty much solidifies we're getting a Seahawks and Broncos Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl color logo conspiracy lives on.
Well, he was wrong on that. It's definitely the Patriots and Seahawks, but good try. I wonder, because I feel like they change it to make it match the team towards the end. I could be wrong. Shoot it in the comments. Do they ever change the colors of the Super Bowl logo like mid-season or the end of the season? Let me know.
The Madden cover curse theory. Whenever the new Madden game comes out, the NFL always picks a person to be on the cover, right? Yeah. And usually in Vogue and stuff like that, it's like if you're on the magazine cover, your career skyrockets. Goes up. Yeah, but it's the total opposite for Madden. And this started in 1999. That guy that was on the cover, he had a bad season and he retired right after that. And there was a cover where there was no athlete on the cover. Madden 2000. It was a commentator, right? But if you see in the back, there's an athlete there. Oh. And Barry Sanders, fam, I think he had one of an injuries in preseason that...
You could tell they don't watch football. He said, it was a commentator, bro. That's John Madden right there. R.I.P. John Madden.
Didn't make him play, but he was on the cover.
Oh, so he got like a stray, fam.
Yeah. And then, here, craziest one, right? Because he wasn't even a superstar.
Yeah.
In Madden 2012, there was a guy who got fan voted in because everyone loved him. He was okay, right? That season went from Madden cover to, I think he got strep throat, injured. He started beefing with his teammates, and he got unemployed that same year. And there's a list. When they returned, they were not the same.
So it's straight up a curse.
Yeah, that's why like the newest, because Madden 2025 is coming out.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, like he's a running back that just won the championship. Everybody's scared.
And they want him to be on the cover?
No, he's on the cover.
He's on the cover.
Yeah. But they asked him, and he was like, I don't believe that because I have God.
The Madden curse. Are you a believer in curses?
Nah, I'm a believer in God.
I think that's the first person they interviewed that said something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
So breaks the curse.
Breaks the curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the one-hand catch now.
I mean, the tight end when the Philadelphia catches that one in the championship game like that, give me a break.
Yeah. Oh, that was
give me a break. We watched Raffman and Rick Jones and a bunch of dudes drop that ball. He just like this money.
It's the glove, right?
It stops the ball from rotating. That's something.
It's just stop. Yeah, right in there.
You can watch it. You can watch it. They stick it up there and stops it. You can watch it.
Yeah.
It stops it.
So instead of what stick him now, they just got that glove as a stop.
Ain't no stick him. That was the head back there. That's the head back in the day.
That's my bad call. That's the head.
Yeah. They got a whole different technology with the gloves. It's wonderful, but I mean, they all got them, so let's go.
You still don't think OBJ's not great?
Damn, he got a job.
I love Warren Sapp. Some of those are fake and they were like for a commercial.
Tom Brady is considered to be one of the greatest football players who ever existed. But is he really? Who knows that Tom Brady was married to a witch who did rituals so that he won football games? Sound crazy, huh? Well, watch him say it out of his own mouth.
Any superstitions going into the game? Any special thing you carried into the game on Sunday that you had tucked away somewhere?
I did. I always sung. You know, I've learned a lot from my wife over the years. She's so about the power of intention, you know, and believing things that are really going to happen. And she always makes a little altar for me at the game. Because she just wills it so much. And so she put together a little altar for me that I could bring with pictures of my kids. And I have these little special stones and healing stones and protection stones. And she has me wear a necklace and take these drops she makes. And I say all these mantras. And I stopped questioning her a long time ago. I did. I just shut up and listened. And at first I was like, this is kind of crazy. And then about 4 years ago, we were playing the Seahawks, and she said, you better listen to me. This is your year, but this is all the things you're going to have to do to win. And I did all those things. And my God, you know, it worked. It was pretty good. And then in 2015, it was about early January, and she said, you know how much I love you? And I said, yeah. And she said, I just want to let you know this is not going to be your year. Oh. And of course we lost. I said, what does 16 look like?
Did she know the script?
And she said, 16 is going to be your year. So it was early January this year, and I said, babe, I'm asking, like, do we have a chance? And she said, yeah, but you're going to have to do a lot of work, and you're really going to have to listen to me. So, man, I listened to her. And right after the game, she said, see, I did a lot of work. You do your work, I do mine. She said, you're lucky you married a witch. I'm just a good witch.
So Tom Brady said that his wife said, you lucky you married a witch. I'm just a good witch. And everybody laughed. After he got done talking about the rituals, that was done for him to win a football game. Is nobody seeing the reality of this? Am I tripping? How is nobody stopping and saying, wait, what did he just say? I guess that's the reality we live in, where people are just brainwashed and they laugh because the next person is laughing. Guys, God is real. There is no good witch, there is no bad witch. They all operate from the same source, and it's not God. It's sorcery. She may be doing all that for him to win, but she will pay for what she's done. She will be drained. And whoever's dealing with something like this, or if you're in the same situation, run. Get out.
I don't necessarily agree with him on that. Like, it really depends on what source you allow in, right? Because sometimes it's better, right, to allow a specific source in than just allowing whatever random source in at all times, right? Sometimes it's better to channel it. Like Jim Carrey, he did it with Man on the Moon. He straight says he channeled Andy Kaufman. And he was Andy Kaufman. He said, I stood aside and let Andy Kaufman take the wheel. So it really just depends, in my opinion. But I will say it is crazy that as soon as Tom started talking retirement, that relationship was over. So was she just there, set up? And this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just my opinion. But was she just put in his life by the NFL in order to win more Super Bowls for that team as part of the script? Just my opinion.
Imagine if you used all your football watching time to work on an online business, a YouTube channel, creating courses, and perfecting your on-camera presence. You'd make $100,000 your first year not watching football.
Boom.
Watching organized sports makes you lose money. You know how I talk about watching TV makes you brain dead? Same thing with sports. Even more. You think encouraging people to stop watching TV shows is hard? Wait till you try to stop people from watching their sports. Women have their shows, men have their sports. Just try. And all the rituals that are associated with it, the eating rituals. How you sit, where you sit, how you prep, how the emotions. It's interesting how your emotions go up and down when you're watching sports. Bread in circuses.
What you think? Throw it in the comments. Is it just bread and circuses?
Marshall Faulk, 2004. Michael Vick, 2005. Ray Lewis, 2006. Donovan McNabb, 2007. Sean Alexander. Every single one of those players were the cover athlete for Madden. And that same year, every one of them suffered near career-ending injuries. These guys were all at the top of their careers, and the worst thing possible happened to each of them. At this point, the Madden curse started dominating the news.
My theory on that, like, when I first heard about this, I was kind of like, that's woo-woo. Like, in reality, they just, you know, the other players are targeting them, right? But then it kept going and going and going. It's crazy.
Everybody talks about this Madden curse. And
now Michael Vick, well, he graced the Madden cover back in 2004 and promptly suffered a broken leg, missing the first 11 games of the season.
Vince Young's quad, chance injury or Madden curse?
I believe it's a curse, Wilbur.
OBJ will not avoid the Madden curse.
This became a topic that everyone was talking about, including players and fans. So when the 08 cover was in development, fans took it into their own hands to try and stop this curse for good. At the time, EA offered the 08 Madden cover spot to LaDainian Tomlinson. He was coming off a record-breaking MVP season and was already one of the best running backs in league history. So it just made sense. EA was offering LaDainian $200,000 just to be pictured on the game. But was it worth it? Charger fans didn't think so. A fan named Nick Cuppolo was convinced the curse was real, and he didn't want to see his favorite player become a victim. So he started an online petition saying, "With everyone's help, I plan to forward this petition to EA to try and convince them to choose another candidate for the cover of Madden." And this petition caused a lot of commotion online and in the NFL, leading LT to consult with his manager, ultimately deciding it'd be better for his career to not risk anything. Imagine turning down an opportunity like this. Being on the cover of Madden is something that every NFL pro dreams of. But with the world starting to see the curse, that started changing. This is how real the Madden curse is, man. And this is where people and the pros started to believe in it. But not everyone was convinced yet. And Madden games sell themselves. Doesn't matter who's on the cover. So EA didn't really care, and they went with Vince Young instead. But what's really interesting about Vince Young is how he decided to handle this curse. He did an interview with Jimmy Kimmel to talk about the season and the Madden cover, and Jimmy asked him about the curse. I mean, it's scaring everyone. Was Vince worried about it? Well, he clearly wasn't too worried, because he decided to mock the curse in front of the entire world.
You know, there's a curse associated with this game, and every year guys say, "I'm not worried about it," and then every year something seems to happen.
They're in their own house, worshiping a false idol, professional football. Oh, Lord. It's a beautiful Sunday. Perfect football weather for this incredible game. And by the way, this game is being brought to you by the good people at Duff Beer. You can't get enough of that wonderful Duff. Now, they're lining up for this crucial kick. One final tick of the clock remains. If they win, it will cap an amazing comeback. But it's a 49-yard field goal into the wind.
Make it, make it, make it, make it.
The kick is up.
Oh, please, 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 please.
It's good!
It's good! It's good! It's good!
That's totally my dad.
Watch this amazing trick as this guy turns into a human hurdle. He'll point his fingers at this guy and let him know it's coming because they practice this. At practice, you know, every day of the week. And he's not going to attack him. He's not going to go towards him. He's going to bend the knee, bend his head down, and allow this guy to hurdle him. He's not going to attack. He's not going to force him out of bounds. He's just giving up a good highlight for this boring game on the last game of the year.
I don't know about that one.
Here are 5 ways the NFL parallels slavery because black bodies in pain for public consumption has been white American entertainment for centuries. Starting off with ownership, there is not a single NFL team owner that is black. There are only 2 people of color, and they are not black. About 66% of NFL players are black, and only 30% are white. Head coaches, however, majority white. Owners, white. Here's another graphic with more recent data from 2021. Number 2, black pain for profit. This is a depiction of 2 enslaved people fighting each other for the entertainment of the white slave plantation owners. John Finley, who was a freed slave from Alabama, talked about how plantation owners would match the slaves by size to pit them against each other, and that it was more for white folks' enjoyment. Number 3, trading and judging a black man's value based on the physical attributes and qualities that he can bring to the sports team. During slavery, white people would literally publicly humiliate black people by putting them up for auction in slave trades and would poke at their bodies. They would pinch their muscles to see how strong they were, to see how likely they would be for good physical labor for their profit. The NFL talks of players as an investment.
Okay. I can't watch any more of this. The whitest white girl releasing her white guilt and showing how the NFL is slavery. Look, if you think the NFL is slavery, throw an S in the comments. And in reality, I see the similarities. I do. But I myself, along with millions of other Americans, grew up wanting the dream of being an NFL player. All right. It's programmed into us. So it's hard for me to get behind the whole slavery thing, but I will say I see the similarities. It's also just hard for me to watch this white girl talk about slavery. It's hard. Her parents, I mean, her great-grandparents definitely owned slaves. All right, let's be real. But let's shoot the next video.
So we decided to ask players what was their script they got when they were drafted.
Oh,
my script was that they told me that I was going to tear my ACL my rookie year, and I was actually kind of mad when I saw that, you know? Like, I read my script, and it said, listen, you're going to tear your ACL the last regular season game. And I was sad, because that means I missed the Super Bowl and wasn't able to play it.
My script, it was pretty long. I didn't know if I was going to make the league because, you know, trying to learn something like that was pretty tough.
Say, my script been pretty crazy because this is my 4th year in the NFL, and I've been to 3 Super Bowls. So when I walked in of day one, they was like, this what they handed me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take that one right there. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 3 appearances in full.
I think this has become a joke in the NFL. Like, I really don't think these people are blasting out the NFL and being like, oh yeah, here's my script, here's my script. I think it's a joke within the NFL at this point, but who knows? They always say they put the truth in your face, so who knows?
NFL is scripted. According to Arian Foster, it's scripted. And it brings me back to Super Bowl 51 when we're down 28-3. We're in the locker room, and they throw us the script for this amazing comeback. I'm sitting here like, these writers are out of their mind. No one's going to believe this. Right. And we went out and executed, and you know, it looked good. And then the next year, I saw on the script in March that I had to tear my ACL going forward, miss the 2017 season.
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. Then he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, and all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated.
As always, thanks for watching.
So they don't ever
They got Saturday games now too with the NFL. Who knows? I still love football.
I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy. The year that I got cut, and some athletes, I told athletes, hey man, I feel like our season getting sabotaged. That's just how I feel. There's no way that we should be running the same exact plays. I remember going into Coach Garrett's office, asking, hey man, you know I look forward to the game plan. Why am I lining up in the same place each and every week? Like if these guys on the other side not getting paid.
So did you guys know every play before the ball was snapped?
I'm just saying, man, the game ain't decided on the field. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, I predict who's going to be in the Super Bowl. It ain't about who has the best players. Football is entertainment. There be times in the game I line up, I know I'm one-on-one. Dak don't even look my way. So many times on film, it was so many times on film, so that ball was not coming to me.
Do you think a quarterback would even make himself look bad on purpose? Like, you know what? I know he's open, but we got rules not to throw to him.
Because that's the instinct, is to throw it to who's open.
I mean, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that, you know, even just to think about someone coming up to the quarterback and saying, hey, don't throw it here or don't give it to this guy. It's hard to even fathom that thought, which I don't even know or think happens. I doubt it. But when you look at the film and you look at how it goes down, I mean, that's the only way. You know?
So the reason you guys won the Super Bowl wasn't because of your outstanding defense. It was because that's the way it was predetermined. That's what you're.
Well, I mean, if our defense was so outstanding, why we couldn't beat the Saints that year? Saints beat us twice. So why did the Oakland Raiders say we're gonna go in with the Saints game plan? Because they had Deuce McCall, they ran the ball down our throat. Why didn't they come in and say we're gonna do the same thing?
All right, D.
Now there's no more one to talk.
Well, we don't know what else to say.
What you think?
Oh, Ricky Williams, 1999. So you was the first dude to go through a humiliation ritual. And you know he got fired right after this season.
Wow.
He went 3-13. So they didn't butt broke you for nothing. You put on a dress like you was getting married to a cracker. For some money, y'all was desperate, bro. Ricky D could take the plunge. Hey, yo! They said a photo shoot a company for the Better or Worse cover story, a metaphor for the commitment the New Orleans Saints made to the star running back after trading a massive haul of 8 draft picks for Goofy and got him on the 5th. Oh yeah, that was dumb. The infamous cover was met with tremendous negative backlash at the time, which surprised Williams because he himself for some reason thought the idea. He thought this was funny. Tika was fired immediately following the next season.
It's coincidental that the music industry does, well, it's entertainment like they just said, but the music industry does humiliation rituals too. The entertainment, the movie industry does it. So why wouldn't the NFL do humiliation rituals?
So you did that for no reason.
Crazy.
Is the NFL rigged?
Yeah, for sure.
What's rigged about it?
There was a game between, I believe, the Bears and Steelers. There's a video of a referee blatantly trying to trip a player. Several dudes who I've worked for directly said, man, every game is rigged. The White said from the Buccaneers when they played the Raiders. He said, week of the game, coaches come in, pull out all of the schemes they ran all year, did a whole new install. So when you see a team getting smacked like this and they just beat the Lions, why is it when certain referee staffs, when in the NBA, certain players get fouled out and get technicals? It already came out that the referees had it in for Allen Iverson. They used to do things so he would purposely lose. NFL the same way, man. You can't even touch Mahomes. You touch Mahomes, flag, 15 yards, a normal sack on him, flag, unnecessary roughness. That ain't strange to you?
A guy in Vegas told me, hey, all this is rigged.
It is. Business. On the contract, it say entertainment. On your player contract, man, it say entertainment on there, man. Like the WWE, man. Jerry Jones been trying to get Goodell out of the commissioner's seat for years.
How crazy would it be if after all these years, everybody thought they were so smart because they knew the WWF or WWE was fake, and the whole time football was fake right under our noses? That would be a trip. What you think? I'm gonna have to ask my boy Tyree, cause he's a ref in the NFL. Shout out Tyree. But yeah, I wonder.
The NFL several times. His team never get out the first round. That ain't strange to you?
It's very strange.
It is strange though, cause them boys, my team, they should definitely had a Super Bowl by now. Shit, they had Dak and Zeke that first year, and I thought that was game over, and no, I guess it ain't in the script.
Did you watch Thing yet? Him? A lot of people hated it, but I think it's because they didn't bag what it's about. What? It's one of those movies you have to think about it, and you have to be into that realm of ideas on what this shit is actually trying to tell you. It shows what could be happening right now with future athletes, with witchcraft, rituals they're using to put somebody new on. So the whole story was there's this guy, and he is the next talent. He's the next big GOAT. Before him, there was somebody else. Marlon, he played the character that was the GOAT. The story was about Marlon retiring and giving the torch off to the new GOAT. In the movie, it's very like culty and very ritualistic. One of the things they did, Marlon was injecting his own blood into the new kid throughout the whole film, and the reason being that before him he got the blood from someone else, and whoever got it from that was the original, and whoever got from that was the original before that. So theory is these legends and these goats, they share their destiny and pass it on to each other through blood rituals.
Yeah, I just watched him the other day. It's if you like Jordan Peele movies, it was alright. But yeah, they it's almost like a soul transference they doing, but instead of a soul, they transfer in the blood, and it's like the blood of the goat, like the previous goat. But It was all right. I'll say it was all right. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10.
Second-year referee Tyree Walton took Twitter by storm when he showed off his wild speed on Sunday. Here's a deep pass to Justin Jefferson, and Walton's flying down the field practically neck and neck with Jefferson, who's dragging two desperate 49ers defenders behind him like luggage. Walton spots Jefferson zooming towards him and like immediately slams on the brakes. Walton then changes directions just as Jefferson starts coming across the field. So Walton's on like a boat race with Jefferson to the end zone. Then right around the 10-yard line,
boy.
Then Walton busts out like a hip swivel that could like win him Dancing with the Stars, while Jefferson leaves the defense in the dust, sprinting to the corner of the end zone. Like, how could it be that a ref is that fast? So I did some digging, and Tyree was actually...
And not to put his business out, but since we grew up together, I had the right to say this. Tyree is twice these players' age, okay? He's twice these players' age and probably half their size. No offense, Ree, but you still burnt them, bro. It's crazy. So I'm sure you're watching this video, and I gotta say, I know you can only say so much, but go ahead and throw it in the comments if we're on the right path here with this video. All right.
These aren't jokes. Tyree was the starting running back at Adams State in Colorado.
Yep.
And let me also just say, in doing some of this digging, I found out that this guy's a winner. Walton is a private wealth manager for U.S. Bank during the week, and then he refs on the weekends. Second-year referee Tyree.
And we also won national championships in Pop Warner 2 years in a row. We won state 3 years in a row. And then we went on to high school after that. But yeah, shout out Tyree.
Did anyone else catch this in the Vikings game last night? Vikings kicker Will Riker got absolutely screwed on this field goal attempt by a camera wire which impacted the ball and forced it to land short of the goalpost. And this is now the second time this has happened this season after Riker hit another camera wire earlier this year and missed a field goal.
The same kicker hit the camera wire twice. Now, the thing about that's crazy is those are the only 2 field goals he missed all season. Not to mention, the NFL acted like it didn't happen. So they didn't give him a re-kick. And that's why I feel like this is scripted, because it's like either they're hand in hand with Vegas and they're like, okay, well, that's going to put us over the over or over the under, blah, 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 blah. Like, that right there needs to be addressed. Okay. So Tyree, talk to the higher ups and let them know we can't be hitting the camera wire and acting like it didn't happen. Jeez.
This guy has missed just 2 field goals the entire season, and both have been because of camera equipment. But according to the NFL, this was just an optical illusion, and Riker genuinely missed these 2 field goals without interference. I wonder if Harrison Butker would receive the same treatment. Is there a league-wide conspiracy against Vikings kickers? Let me know in the comments.
That's crazy. I
want to catch this one.
Wow. Wow. Look, I got to say, that's manifestation at its finest. He put his mantra out, I want to catch this ball. And he did it. You can have anything in this world, because that is like a 1 in a million shot. And he did it. So set your intentions.
This stadium opens like a giant camera lens. This
so
isn't
sick.
sci-fi. It's the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Its roof spirals open like a mechanical flower. And hovering above the field, a 360-degree LED halo screen, the largest of its kind on Earth. NFL games, massive concerts, even World Cup matches. This place feels more like a spaceship than a stadium. Would you enter a stadium that looks like a flying saucer?
Even if they stealing my soul, I would go.
They turn them into icons, and then they extract their essence for something bigger, darker. They build them up, and the NFL fed off his greatness. This man won 7 rings.
Pause. And I gotta clarify, I didn't mean steal my soul. I meant even if they harness a little bit of my energy up in that Mercedes-Benz stadium, I'd probably still watch a game or 2.
And the NFL won billions of dollars in revenue.
Crazy.
Off of him. So now that he's retired, he's out the system. They no longer have any use for him. He's useless. So what do? They drain him of his energy. As y'all can see, his battery is low. So Fox Sports, they broadcasted this. And they are owned by powerful global entities that shape the narrative. The same ones who control what we see, what we hear, and what we believe. Y'all gotta think about the timing. We got the Super Bowl halftime. The biggest collective energy event of the year. Millions of people tune.
That was weird. I don't know why I did that, but
Lil Wayne exposing the script for the upcoming 2023 NFL season.
I like that. We goody.
Wheezy.
Wheezy. Here's the script to the 104th season of the NFL. Keep confidential. Your part is on page 9, scene 29, line 23. By the way, we just pre-ordered your new single, Cat Food, and can't wait for more. See you at the game. NFL. Okay, this is scene 29, line 23. Okay. I like that. Wait 1 minute. I like that. We goody. I like that. We goody. Wheezy. Here's the script to the 104th season of the NFL. I like that. We goody. Wheezy. Here's the script to the 104th season of the NFL.
I know Wayne was mad because he couldn't get a halftime spot. Like, I wonder if that's why he did this.
Keep confidential.
He still kept it confidential.
Like I said, the whole world's a stage, even the NFL. Take a look at this.
And this all started last season when the NFL scriptwriters and I.
See, I think it's a joke to them.
But we got together and we decided that two brothers should play each other in the Super Bowl.
That is coincidental.
When the Bosa brothers said no, I said, well, I guess the Kelceys will do.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, now the Chiefs have Taylor Swift on their side. So why would they want the Chiefs to lose when their jersey sales have gone up 400%? Which brings us back to this video.
Here's a clear example. 27 doesn't even attempt to make a tackle on Patrick Mahomes, giving him a clear path to a first down.
They also love to tell us the truth in all their commercials as well. Check out these.
What do we got? I say we run last year's script back. Who doesn't love a good sequel, right? Nice.
But we're just going to tweak the ending a little bit.
There we go. Write that down. All right, everyone. Last season was a smash. Ratings gold, but this year's script has to top it. So welcome to the table read for the 104th season of the NFL. Let's get to work.
Didn't Eli Manning and Peyton Manning play a Super Bowl together? Let me know in the comments.
Are you awake? I wasn't awake last year when I won the Super Bowl, and this year I was. And holy cow, does the Freemason symbology stand out when you watch the Super Bowl. Really? And if you guys don't know, they love the number 33.
Facts.
I personally think it's because they worship the fallen angels, because a third of the angels fell and a third is 33.3 repeating. But whatever it is, they love the number 33 and they put it everywhere. And it was all over the place last night. And I want to just show you a few. And I also want to say, TikTok, I'm only joking about this, purely entertainment. I'm really not even serious, so please don't take down this video. So before we even get into the 33s, I just want to start with this. This is how they started in the national anthem. They've got, yes, it's sign language, but you know what? This also means something other than love, and you can read it right there. Okay, because the Freemasons, they worship their Lord, and it's not God. So you can get my drift here. So let's check out some of this 33 stuff. Before I get into all this, I just want to say at the very beginning of the game, they were talking about how CBS is so excited to have the 3:30 time slot next season for a college football season, and they had a guy with a 33 jersey on running around. It literally was just from the beginning to the end, nothing but 333. So let's look at this. At the end of the game, Cole Hardman had a 3-yard touchdown to win the game by 3 points. Patrick Mahomes just happened to have 333 yards. He also had 66 rushing yards, which...
That is weird.
They love the number 666 as well, and it's 33 times 2. Allegiant Stadium also has to be 3,333 drive. It goes on. Watch this.
I didn't know
You get a chance to do it 3 times in a row. How do you get?
And why do you have to do it like that? Don't most people do this for 3? Yeah, it just happened to be like that.
How do you throw up a 3? If you throw it up like he did, like this, throw an OK sign in the comments. If you throw it up like this, throw a peace sign in the comments.
He's part of the Illuminati. He's a Freemason. Him and the Taylor Swift stuff, total fabrication. It is not organic whatsoever. It was to get everybody paying attention to this stupid game. Probably eventually try to get everyone to take the vaccines again. So be awake to this stuff. Yes, there are Freemasons that basically run this world. And if you think I'm just crazy, it just means you haven't researched it enough. And don't even get me started how this game was totally rigged. Okay, with 6 seconds left at the end of the 4th quarter, the Chiefs had the ball with a timeout on 2nd down, and they decide to kick a field goal. I mean, these guys run the 40-yard dash in 4 seconds, and they were at the 10-yard line. They could easily have tried to score a touchdown in those 6 seconds and call a timeout. There's no chance that wasn't intentional going to overtime. And yes, the Chiefs ended up still winning, but you know what happened? How much more gambling took place in that overtime? I would venture to say billions of dollars. This stuff is rigged, and I'm boycotting next year. Correction, I didn't win the Super Bowl last year. I watched the Super Bowl last year. Whoops.
What you think?
The NFL got some explaining to do. They thought they was off air last night and revealed this shit is scripted. Listen to this.
Have you seen the script? You know who's going to play on that one? Yeah, I saw it. No?
Wow.
There's 15 seconds left.
See, but I wonder if they were saying that as a joke, though.
You know who's going to play on that one? Yeah, I saw it.
He said, did you see the script? Do you know let's play it all? He said, yeah, I seen it. Then he do the evil laugh.
No.
I'll let you know later. What's funny, nigga? What's funny? We got money on this. We got money. Remember I made the video yesterday when I said, why the fuck is the announcer saying something and then the ref repeated verbatim? It was an interception. That was a legit interception. The announcer go, oh, that should be overturned expeditedly. That should be an expedited review. Here come the ref. After an expedited review, I never heard that shit. Some of y'all gonna get in here and troll. We always hear that, gang. No, you don't. I never heard that. Now you mean to tell me they got the script? And we gonna keep betting, but I need a class action. We need reparations. NFL, no fucking luck. This shit ain't luck at all. You gotta hope you betting what they wrote in the motherfucking script. They got more scripts than CBS. I gotta hear this.
Have you seen the script? Do you know who's going to play on that one?
Give me the script.
I saw it. No? Yeah. I'll let you know later. Okay.
Raggedy bitch, give it a break.
He got a follow for that. This is fake, right? Yo, technology's getting crazy. I wonder if they really did that.
And now Andre Johnson and Finnegan are going at it. Helmet comes off of Finnegan, and Andre Johnson's ejected.
Oh. Damn. Oh, damn.
Welcome home, baby. Daddy, woo, get it. Oh yeah, you about to get it. You about to get it right there. You about to get this. No, don't say that. I'm not scared of you.
Now Mahomes is in trouble, scrambling to his right, holding it, gets off the hit. Now
look, he was afraid to hit Mahomes right there, right?
I'm like that.
He didn't hit him on purpose, I
You too low,
swear.
boy. You too low. I'm big boy around here. I lift. Oh. Damn.
That was tight.
Eagles Chiefs game, it was interesting at least.
Yeah.
Some shit happened at the end. So Arian, it's funny, before we started taping, Arian was telling me about how the NFL is rigged and how every year he used to get a script.
Yeah.
Day one of training camp that would get dropped off at his locker. And you would have to, it was like week 1 you'll do this. Week 2 you're going to have a hamstring injury. Week 3 this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Week 4 you're going to get 3 touchdowns. And so then you just have to, did you memorize those before the season started, or would you go and rehearse the script before every game?
We're really dedicated to it, so it was more so like that's what practice was about. It was about practicing the script. Like, this is what goes on, and this is what we have to do in order to. Yeah.
And this referee's going to miss this call.
Yeah,
because they hate you and they love the Colts, that
it's
sort
like,
of thing.
WWF, so it's like, you know, we know what's going to happen, but you still gotta put on a show.
Yeah.
What did you think when you got the script in 2016 that said your career was going to fall off a cliff when you stopped believing in God?
That was 2015.
Yeah, around there.
That was 2015, and oddly enough, the script writers, it didn't have anything to do with that actually. It just had more so to do with they needed a change of scenery. And
Let me get a job as a script writer. NFL, I'm a great writer. I wrote 2 books. If you guys haven't already got my book, Cheat Codes, The Simulated Life, An Epic Guide to Metaphysics and Manifestation, you can get that on Amazon today. Once again, that's Cheat Codes to the Simulated Life, An Epic Guide to Metaphysics and Manifestation on Amazon today. Holla at me about them script writing, NFL. Sad but true.
Every dictatorship has one obsession, and that's it. So in ancient Rome, they gave the people bread and circuses. They kept the populace busy with entertainment. But other dictatorships use other strategies to control ideas and knowledge. How do they do that? Lower education. They limit culture, I want to be the best in the game. Censor information. Check no restraints. I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain. Invest and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game. History.
That's crazy.
You still think Taylor and Travis's relationship is organic, don't you? Oh, that's adorable. Well, if you do, you probably still think they're human, too. You see, this is Alex Majors, and he was born in 1814, and does he look like anybody to you? What about now? Are you seeing the resemblance? And trust me, it's not just resemblance. That's the same angel. I know, that's ridiculous, but before you swipe away, give me one more minute. Alex Majors was the founder of the Pony Express, which was founded in St. Joseph's, Missouri. And you know the team Travis plays for, right? The Kansas City Chiefs. Do you want to know where their summer training facility is? Oh, it just happens to be in that exact same town that Alex Majors founded the Pony Express in. What an amazing coincidence. And what an amazing coincidence that they just happen to really like the same attire. And no, it's not time travel. That's what they want you to believe, so you don't realize that they're undying fallen angels. You know, fallen angels that the Book of Enoch, which was conveniently removed from the Bible, refers to as stars. Fallen angels are stars. And boy, I couldn't help but notice how he is always depicted in his sports cards with stars. Travis, superstar status. He's in a star, stargazing, star. He's a fallen angel. And they always tell us, and they always laugh about it, so you don't take it seriously. Watch them mock you here. And notice how he says monsters.
About their favorite sports films on their New Heights podcast.
Space Jam. You get to be on the Monstars.
And Rookie of the Year. There's so many good ones. Angels in the Outfield. I'd love to feel what it's like to.
I kind of feel like you guys are the Angels in the Outfield.
We're the Angels in the Outfield.
There's some unknowns, like.
In 1994's Angels in the Outfield, real angels show up and help one of the worst teams in the major leagues make it.
They're mocking you.
Great
and so
movie.
is the movie Angels in the Outfield. It's propaganda to make you think angels are these magical, mystical things that you can't see. No, they're here in the flesh. And they're all the people on the TV, in sports, in the music industry, in acting, and in the political world too. And they mock you that you aren't figuring it out.
I kind of feel like you guys are the Angels in the Outfield.
We're the Angels in the Outfield.
There's some unknowns, like.
Now, I've loaded the weapon. I've even shot it. And in a second here, it's going to be smoking. And the only question left is, are you too blinded by the way the world has been presented to you to see what reality actually is? Because once you see reality and then you are unwilling to accept it, well, then that's a problem, my friends. And that's why we're stuck in this situation that we're all in, where seeing isn't believing anymore. Being told is believing. I don't believe anymore. I see and I present and I expose. And well, Travis is a fallen angel, and he was Alex Majors, who created the Pony Express where the Chiefs practice, and would literally be over 200 years old, except that's not his real birth. That's the birth of this character. He's thousands of years old because he's an angel. Angels have been around for a lot longer than humans, and you're looking at one right there. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I'm sure that they're clones. That's it. They didn't at all just create clones, which don't exist at all, to hide the fact that there are fallen angels walking around. And when we see people from our current day like Travis Kelce and they resemble people like him, we say clones. Clones. It's a clones. No. No clones. Angels. Entertainment only.
Yo, he has a lot of good content, but lately he's been like kind of bugging me out with all these comparisons to like fallen people compared to like today's people, or like people who have died and now they're like, I don't know. It's hard for me to get behind some of it. Like he said, Trump's Elvis. If you haven't seen that, go look at his page. Like, I don't know, but he makes a lot of good points. And his content is definitely interesting. But who knows?
This man might have proved the NFL is rigged.
Alright, so you see this guy right here? I don't know who that guy is.
Pay attention.
But the next play will be a false start on Detroit. Now watch him, this guy. False start. That's the next play.
Before
guys.
it even happens. He did that signal before it happened. Remember that.
Oh.
Come
oh,
on now.
What? Oh, there's a flag. I wonder what it could be. Oh.
So I'm pretty sure what happened here was that offensive line coach said go false start, right? On purpose. Because it looked like it was what, fourth and 1, I think. It was 4th and 1, so they wanted them to jump off sides. They wanted the defense to jump off sides, so they said get a false start. I'm assuming that's what happened. I could be wrong, but let me know in the comments if you think he called that false start and it was scripted. Put false start in the comments. If you think that it was a call just to try to get the defense to jump, put offsides in the comments.
Whoa! It's in the script, guys. It's in the script.
Stay weird.
Now Dan Campbell's gonna act like he's all mad. This is WWE NFL version.
Yeah, it's tough, especially for those tight ends, because they really don't see the ball.
Oh, there it was.
I don't know.
Your leader. I want you to explain that to me, Dr. Spock. I'm afraid to. This is sort of a Twilight Zone football game. Those were some kind of, I don't know what they were. Pittsburgh. I don't know either. is where the rivers come together, but I didn't know about that. What are those things flying around up there? Well, they're just some kind of a illusion.
An illusion.
I hope we get another look at them. If you ever do get a coaching job, though, I'd like to be hired.
And it's a Cowboys game.
Check and do things that are important around the trading facility.
You think they were just drip feeding us back in '79? Slowly. Drip feed disclosure.
You keep saying, take us to your leader. I don't know.
It kind of looks like just confetti or something.
Stay tuned as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
UFOs, I love them. That's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Really helps out the algorithm. And if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified of all my future content. I'm JTALI. This is JtaliReacts. And we out.
Jtali. I manifest. Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question. I manifest. They send me protection from all of these hitters. They stealing my blessings like raising my frequency. They hating